The amount of bacteria in a petri dish can be represented by the function y equals 1/2 times 3 to the x plus 5. What type of function is this? Identify the parameters of the function. This is an exponential function. To start off, we see that we have some amount that is getting tripled to the power of x, so it's being tripled exponentially. That makes this an exponential function. The parameters of a function are just what are the different parts of the function that make that function unique. So an exponential function has some sort of a y-intercept, it has a base to it, and sometimes it has a vertical or horizontal translation. In this case, we have a vertical translation. So let's start with the base. The base of the exponent here is 3. That's what the exponent is, or that's what's being raised to the power of x. So the base is 3. That tells us what rate this bacteria population is growing at. And then we have a vertical translation over here. If you were just to look at this part of the equation, no matter what your y ended up with the first part of the equation, you'd always be adding 1/5 to it. That moves your graph up by 1/5. That's why this is called a vertical translation, because it causes the graph to shift upwards. And then we have our y-intercept. Normally, if you just had y equals 1/2 to the 3 times 3 to the x, your y-intercept would be the initial value right over there. But since we have a vertical translation, our y-intercept is also going to move up by that vertical translation. So our y-intercept in this case is going to be 1/2 plus 1/5, which you can calculate out. And it turns into 5/10 plus 2/10, which is 7/10. So the y-intercept, or where this graph equation crosses the y-axis, will be at 7/10. Let's try one more. A population of zebras can be represented by the function y equals 5x plus 12. What type of function is this? And identify the parameters of the function. So this is clearly a linear function. There's no special characters. There's no powers that are being raised to. There's no square roots being taken. It's a simple linear function. And a linear function, you can think of the point slope formula, y equals mx plus b. So our parameters are going to be the slope, or how much this function changes by, and our y-intercept. Where does this function cross the y-axis? Our slope in this formula is 5, right over there. It's a positive slope, so this formula involves a graph that is growing. And then our y-intercept is the 12. Our graph will cross the y-axis at 12.